All right, we're here at NAMM 2011 with with American Audio and the VMS-4 Traktor edition. This is the new update to the VMS-4 line, the digital workstation from American Audio. This is essentially a MIDI controller for a 4-deck version of Traktor, which is on PC or Mac. But it also doubles up as a 4-channel analog mixer. They're switchable at the front here. It also has room for 2 mic inputs and the equalizer at the front as well. You have your crossfader, which is switchable to an inner fader, for instance. And you have your fader curve, fader assign, fader reverse, and fader curve. And then on the module itself, it's laid out pretty much the same way that Traktor is laid out. So if you're used to using Traktor, you should have no problem picking it up. The face of it has been relabeled to match Traktor controls. So we have, just going across, we have pitch control, pitch bending, cue banks, sync. Then we have our effects unit. So we have 3 chainable effects: effect on and off, effect select is here. And then if you depress, these 2 are actually push encoders. So if you push, it actually activates the Traktor's filter. So that's sort of an additional quick access to your filters. And then just below that, we have the looping section: loop ins, loop outs, reloops, sort of smart looping. So it sort of snaps to a 1 bar or half a bar, depending on what you set it up for. And then you can halve the loop, double the loop, switch to vinyl control. Now the shift button is actually a modifier in Traktor, which sort of remaps many of the controls to other controls. So at the moment, this little touch strip here is your master wet dry of your effects. Whereas if you hit shift, it scrolls through your different collections in Traktor. I'm not sure you can see that, but so you can flick through your collections, and then if you jump over here, you can then flick through your individual tracks in each crate. So this shift is and it's mapped to a lot of things. For instance, shift touch the jog deal actually changes the key of the deck you're in, rather than being sort of the jog wheel that it normally is. So then in the mixer section is fairly standard. You've got your gains, highs, mids, lows, Q, up faders, crossfader. In the center here, just like in the original VMS-4, there is the mouse pad, and again, the 2 mouse buttons. When you hit shift, load into left track, or shift, load into right track. So you can so essentially you don't have to touch your computer at all. And then of course we've got the 4-deck, so we can switch decks just by hitting this, which in the old version of the VMS-4 was actually the pause. So the pause has actually been amalgamated with the play button, and we have deck A and C and deck B and D. And so when you hit that, it actually modifies all the controls to map to the deck below. And so in the full version with this version of Traktor, you get, the only difference between this and the Pro version is you get, 12 effects with this one, and you get something like 30 effects in the full one. But that's literally the only difference. And this one comes with this. So it's literally just plug and play, put your masters in, USB in, power in, and you're good to go. You can actually run it without power, but everything's just a little dimmer. And that's essentially the VMS-4 Traktor edition from American Audio.